Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, traders and investors. This is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Thank you for watching this live stream broadcasted on both YouTube and also on Facebook as well. So I think it has been quite some time, okay, since I last did my live stream. I think the last time I did was on the 25th of November. I think that was about almost a month's time, okay? Of course, right now we are already heading into Christmas, okay? So this will be my last live stream for 2025, okay? So before I continue, okay, yeah, please say a hi to me in the comments or in the chat, okay? I really appreciate that, okay? Give me a like, share if you find my live stream useful. So again, I don't know how many you will watch my live stream today, because I know that today, not today, I mean that December, many people are traveling away from the desk, holiday vacation and such. And I think it has been quite some time also since I last did my live stream. So maybe some people drop off, that kind of thing, okay? Right, we shall see how it goes, okay? Right, so I already see some comments just now, of course, LW, Hadley, Dave, okay, Jason, Alan, Christopher, okay. So thank you so much for watching this live stream, okay. So how many of you here, okay, have been watching my live stream? And if you are not my SVI member, if you miss me, okay, all right, just type letter M in the comments, okay. Even if you don't miss me, okay, also type letter M so that, at least make me a little bit more happy, okay. Anyway, so today will be my, as I mentioned, will be my last stream for the 2025. Okay, so in fact, I think last week I met my SVI members, so we go through some of the roadmaps for 2026, the seasonal trend. Of course, I share with them how I anticipate what possibly, okay, could happen in 2026. And of course, I won't replicate, copy everything and wholesale to you, because that is purely for my members. But again, today I will share with you certain things, okay? Let's have a review of what has happened in 2025, and then I'll share with you some of the seasonal trend heading in 2026 as well. Okay, so before I kickstart once again, maybe a few more minutes to share with you what I have been doing, okay, for the past month, okay? In fact, I share with my SBI members as well. So while I was away, because of course it's the holiday December travel season, okay, my girl is in holiday. But by the way, in case you're not aware, okay, my girl is in primary 1 this year. So once again, time flies so very fast, okay, into primary 2 already. So wow, like every year, next year 2026, 27, that kind of thing. It's like time just pass very fast, like what they have always been saying, okay, for those who have a child or children, okay, the days are long, but the years are very short. Okay, so like very fast, 1 year has passed again. Okay, so anyway, all right. So I've been late November to early December. I think I just came back from holiday. So I went to Shanghai Disneyland. Okay, so after that, I from Shanghai. Okay, I flew to Seoul, Korea. So once again, I think I was away for about 11 days lah. So yeah, so for those who didn't go to Shanghai before, okay, yeah, I didn't really stay there, explore much lah. So because we purely just went there for the Shanghai Disneyland. Okay, how many of you here have been to Disneyland before? Okay, Shanghai Disneyland. Okay, if you have been there, the Shanghai Disneyland, okay, can just type D there so that I know. So I think it is the biggest Disneyland, if I'm not mistaken. So it was really, really big. So pretty much enjoy. So Zootopia was quite big in Shanghai. So just to let you know, so if you're not there, it seems that Disney character, the original one, for example, like Mickey Mouse, or Minnie Mouse, okay, all these are not so popular there. And in fact, the so-called the princesses, okay, all right, Snow White and all these, Ariel, or not so Beauty and the Beast are not so popular there. In fact, it seems like the Zootopia, it has a separate theme park within Disney itself. So a lot of these newer characters, they are more popular in Shanghai. Okay, so yeah, so in Seoul, Korea, so the weather was freezing cold. So the first snow in winter in Korea. We managed to luckily caught it lah. So my girl, okay, caught her first snowfall, okay, in Korea. So that was the first time she started to see snow, okay, in Korea. So yeah, she was pretty much excited. Hey, nobody reply me, okay, or you guys just not wanting to reply. Anyway, yeah. So let's kickstart this session, okay. All right. So as usual, a disclaimer first. Let me just share my screen right now. Let me expand this, okay. You guys can see the screen, right? If you guys can see the screen, okay, you guys can see the comments on the right hand side, right? Okay, if you can see the comments on and also the screen, just type letter Y in the comments, okay, so that I know you guys can continue, because I think it has been quite some time since I last did live. A bit you know more now, you know, a little bit sometimes not used to do live anymore, okay. All right, so as usual, a disclaimer first. Whatever I share today, it is just for education purpose, not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. Okay, thank you guys for the letter Y comments. Okay, Alan, Dave, David, Hadley, Zihao, Zach. Okay. All right. So as usual, before I continue, okay, these are the social media channel. Okay, so let's you can just follow us. Okay, on the you can see on the link. Okay, in the chat box or in the link in Facebook. Okay. So before I continue, okay, let's just share what is the economic data for this coming week. So this week, it is going to be a short week because, of course, you know, we are into Christmas. Christmas, of course, the market that is not going to open. And in fact, tomorrow, Christmas Eve, 24th December, the market is going to open half day only. So for the economic data for this week, okay, so, you know, just now 23rd, okay, today, all right, so it is better than forecasted. Prelim GDP, it is actually 4.3%. So tomorrow, in fact, Christmas Eve, there is this unemployment claim. But other than that, not so much of a news for this coming week, okay? And for those who are not aware, okay, I mean that for those who are not SDI members, or you want to recap what I do regarding the SDI Seasonal Vantage Insiders membership, okay? You can watch this on demand webinar, unlock the secret patterns hidden in the market. So how to harness the seasonal pattern for profitable trades, okay? How to make confident decisions with data-driven insights, and how to outsmart market condition with predictive strategies. All this, okay, in short, is to share with you how to pick the right stock to trade at the right time, okay, using seasonal data. Okay, so the market has a rhythm, okay, and a lot of stocks, they tend to recur, okay, every time, every year at the same time. Okay, so to pick the right stock to trade at the right time. Okay, so in case you are not aware of that, okay, so I think, where is it? The media said, is it this one? Okay, you can watch this. There's a QR code over there. I can just scan the QR code, or you can just go to the link over here. I'll post the link in the comments. Okay, so it's bit.ly/seasonal trends over there, or I'll just post the link over here. How come I cannot post the link? Okay, just a short one over there. Okay, you guys can see the link. Should be able to see the link in the comments. In case you can't see, okay, just now earlier I showed the QR code. All right, so this was the previous one. So before I'm not going to share with you much of so-called the news what has happened recently. So just a very brief recap over here. So this is the S&P 500. The market just opened just 10 minutes ago. Earlier, I think the futures was red. Okay, now starting to turn green. The Nasdaq is green, S&P is green. Okay, Dow is slightly negative. Okay, small cap, it is only also slightly negative. Okay, all right. So how many of, I think the last time I did my live, I think I mentioned was on the 25th of November. Okay, 25th of November, it is actually here. Okay, 25th of November is actually here. So this was my last live stream here. So do you remember, okay, during my last live stream, okay, last month, the market actually undergone a correction. Okay, all right. And at that point in time, okay, based on the last live stream, okay, November 25th, I said that, you know, based on the price action, okay, the market breadth, market internals, and such that, okay, all right, a lot of things I look at, okay, I say that the market could be at a low, whether it is a bottom or whether it is the bottom, okay, nobody knows. Okay, so that I said that, but we could be at a low. Okay, so how many of you can remember that? If you can remember, okay, all right, just type me in the comments. Okay, I don't know, but maybe I think a lot of you guys maybe won't remember already. But that was what I said. So you can go back to the YouTube, okay, at our channel. Go back to my last live stream in 25th of November. I said that it's around here, okay, around here, the market could be at a bottom or the bottom. So of course, it is both correct, okay? In hindsight, both correct. It is a bottom and it is also the bottom as well. It is at the bottom after the market continue to go higher, okay? All right, and prior to that, okay, I think my last live stream earlier than that, okay, I said that the market was at a topish because there was a potential star reversal signal, okay? So far, you know, hang now, okay, luckily, okay, you know, I managed to catch the top and the bottom there, catch the top and the bottom. In fact, you know, after I came back to that, you know, in fact, on the 5th of December, there was a potential star reversal signal here also. So the market continued to go down lower. Okay. All right. So yeah. So has been pretty much in sync with the market. Okay. Based on price action and also the market internals. So all in all, okay, these are not important because I'm just telling you what has happened prior to that. Okay. So the key thing is, okay, now it is the most right hand side of the chart. This is the most important here until 2026 at least. Okay. The end of 2025. So we are at this point in time over there. So I just want to ask you guys over there, do you think there will be a Santa Claus rally? Okay. All right. Do you think there will be a Santa Claus rally? If you think there is a Santa Claus rally, okay, just type yes or letter Y in the comments. Or you think that no, I don't think there will be a Santa Claus rally. The market is going to have a correction. Just type letter N in the correction in the chat. So of course, you know, yes is Y, no is N. Okay, so but of course, you know, I want to clarify. Okay, so by definition, what is a Santa Claus rally? So let me, where is it? A calendar. Okay, Santa Claus rally. There are different people have different way of interpreting Santa Claus rally. Okay, some people think that the whole of December is a Santa Claus rally. Some people think that, you know, the start of this week it is actually the Santa Claus rally. Okay, but just to let you know first, okay, Santa Claus rally by definition, it is the last 5 trading days in December, okay, and the first 2 trading day in January. Okay, I can see some comments over there. Okay, mostly say yes, but there are only a few who commented. Okay, all right. Only one, Kenny say no. Only Kenny say no. Okay. Anyway, so I repeat again. By the historical definition, the Santa Claus rally is the last 5 trading days of December and the first 2 trading days of January. Okay, which means, okay, by definition, Santa Claus rally will start tomorrow. Tomorrow is 24th of December because, okay, last 5 trading day of December, okay, 24th, okay, is 1, 26, 2, okay, 29, 3, 30th, 4, 31st. Of course, 31st is also a shortened day, okay, but it is also a trading day. So that is until the end of the year, the last 5 trading days. So tomorrow is the official start of the Santa Claus rally, okay, until January, okay, until January, okay, all right, until January, where is it? How come I cannot move? Okay, until January, okay, all right, until January over here, okay, all right. So the first, of course, 1st of January is a new year, not trading, okay. The first day of trading is 2nd of January. Second day of trading is 5th of January. Okay, so which means, okay, Santa Claus Rally is from 34th of December, okay, until the 5th of January. So this is the Santa Claus Rally period. Are you guys clear on that? If you are clear on this Santa Claus Rally, okay, just type SC in the comments. So officially start from tomorrow. Can just type SC. For those who just join, okay, give me a like and give me a share. Okay, if possible, okay, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so. Okay, for those who are watching this on Facebook, yeah, if you haven't followed us, okay, just follow us on Facebook as well. Okay, so this is the official thing. Okay, so before I go into the chart and all this, okay, all right. So we do have a recap, okay? Okay, what has happened to the S&P return. So how many of you guys, okay, know what is the return, okay, for S&P so far for this year? Okay, any idea? Any idea for S&P return? Okay, so from 2025, the start of this year, okay, the start of this year until now, what is the return? Okay, excluding dividend, okay, just the pure price return. What is the return? Anybody can shout me the answer or not? Right, or nobody knows. Okay, maybe for those who are from SGM members, you should know lah. But I think you guys are just too so-called don't want to answer lah. Okay, 17%. Kenny says 17%. Okay, in case you're not aware, okay, all right, you can just go to Wall Street Journal, okay, under the indices here. Okay, I can just copy and post the link and share with you guys over there. Okay, all right, so in case you're not aware, so far year-to-date return, all right, year-to-date return, all right, so all the US indices, okay, they call it indexes, okay, for the British is indices. Okay, so S&P 500 as of now, live now, it is 17% return. You guys can see, 17. I remove the comments. Okay, I remove the comments. Wait, I remove the comments. Okay, can see I zoom in. All right, S&P 17% return. So can see that the Dow Jones Industrial 13%. Okay, the small cap is 6% only. Okay, Nasdaq 100 is 21%. Okay, it's already more than 20% already. Okay, so the other indices like the Russell 2000, the small cap was 14%. Okay, semiconductor, okay, 43% is essentially tech company of tech and semicon are doing pretty well. The banks are doing also not too bad, 31% so far, 31% so far. Okay, all right. So I also want to go to this slick charts over there. So in case you're not aware, previously, I mean that last time during my live, I did show these slick charts also. Okay, so the S&P historical return over there. So this is S&P since 1927. I actually did mention previously, I think earlier in my public live stream, I also shared that during the recent members gathering as well. Sorry, a lot of ads because this is a free site over there, but the so-called the data here is pretty good. Okay, all right. So again, I just let you know last year, okay, and 2023 and 2024, the return for S&P, okay, it is 24% and 23%. Okay, 24%. It's a bit laggy, cannot write. Okay, and 24%. I think you guys can hear me, right? So 24 and 23% in 2023 and 2024, excluding dividends. Okay, so all right, you can see from here. Okay, this is the 20% mark over there. Okay, all right. Okay, for a year that have 3 years of consecutive return, okay, it doesn't happen often. Okay, but 2 years of consecutive more than 20% return, it did happen before, but also not many times. Okay, you guys can catch what I'm trying to say. Okay, for 2 consecutive years of 20% return, it did happen before, but not always. So, you know, previously was like 1927, then after that, more than 20% return. And after that, it is actually 1950, okay, 1950, then 1950 also, okay, more than 20% return. And after that, you have to 1970, okay. And after that, okay, in more recent years, okay, it is during the dot-com crisis over there, okay, dot-com crisis, okay, where the market had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 years of consecutive 20% return, okay. And after that, no more, okay, until, you know, for the last 2 years, there is a consecutive of 20% return, 2023 and 2024, okay. All right, so how many of you here can think that, okay, this year 2025, when the year end, okay, the S&P 500 can have a more than 20% return, okay? How many of you guys think over that, okay? So it is not common, all right, if it really have a more than 20% return, it will have a 3 consecutive years that happen, very bullish. The only time that happened in recent years, for the past 25 years or so, it is during the dot-com crisis, okay? Before the dot-com crisis, okay? And after that, no more 3 years of consecutive return. So it is actually very, very rare, okay? In fact, previously last year, I mentioned that this year, okay, I think the market can still continue to go higher, but will not be that easy to trade. Okay, I expect the market to go a lot lower, but it still surprises me in a way that the market is still pretty strong. Okay, almost to a 20% return. Okay, clear so far. So if it did really go above 20% by 2025 ended, okay, this will be the only time for the past 25 years since before the dot-com crisis that happened. Okay, all right. So once again, let's go back to the S&P 500 recap. How many of you here know, okay, which is the best performing stocks in the S&P 500 year to date? How many of you make a guess, okay, without going and searching right now, or do you guys not aware which is the best or top performing stocks in the S&P 500 stocks? Can you guys name me a few or not? Okay. All right. Okay. Maybe I don't want to waste your time also. Okay. The ads are pretty much annoying. All right. So let's go to Sundays. You know, Kenny. Okay. So we go to the component performance over there. Okay. All right. It is not the usual stocks that maybe some of you guys are aware of. Okay. I'm not aware of. Okay. Sundays. Okay. How many of you actually trade Sundays or have been trading Sundays? Or have been trading Sundays since the start of the year, okay? SNDK, okay, SNDK. See, wow. Sundays, it is actually a spin-off. I forget, Sundays Sundays is a spin-off from Western Digital, okay? And not surprisingly, okay, Western Digital, where is it? Okay, Western Digital is also doing very well. Okay, Sundays. Okay, sorry, can see the chart. Okay, Sundays since the start of the year. Okay, boom, 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 300%. Okay, and Western Digital, what is the year-to-date return? WDC 289. Okay, all right, WDC. Okay, also very spectacular return. How many of you traded that? Okay, Hadley say Micron Technology. Okay, all right, so this is okay, Micron, okay, Seagate, hard disk, okay, all this doing hard disk one, okay, sexy, not sexy, okay, but it is what it is, okay, all right, so Robinhood, Newmont is the utilities, okay, is it utilities? I think so, okay, Warner Brothers, Palantir, okay, it was previously down, but went up again. Lam Research is Semicon. Actually, I don't know this comfort system, you know, fix, what does it do, okay, all right. So comfort system, let me go to my board and just check it out over there. Fix comfort system, is it? What does it do actually? Comfort system is actually a industrial stock, engineering and construction, provide electrical renovation. Oh, also not sexy stock. How come it's so it goes so high? FIX, fix. Okay, I'm not aware. I'm not aware of these stocks. Okay, crazy. Okay, so you know where to check. Okay, so AppLovin, Carvana, and all this. Okay, a lot of this stock you might not be aware of, and it is not easy to get into. Okay, in hindsight, then we know that it is, oh, these are the stocks. Okay, but it is very hard at the start of the year. You go into these stocks. Okay, so I'm not telling you that, you know, I'll be trading these stocks. I'm just telling you that for me, okay, it is very hard to catch that. Okay, let's be honest. Maybe in between you can catch the trend, but at the start you won't know this will be the stock that will be the best performing stock in S&P 500. Do you agree with me? If you agree with me, okay, just type agree. Okay, just type not aggress, agree. Okay, if you agree with me, okay, you won't know. Okay, all right, at the start of the year. So the worst performing stocks, okay, for the I have to scroll down. The worst performing stock. Okay. Okay. All right. I mean that just to let you know. Okay. Trade Desk, Fiserv, Deckers brand, Lululemon. Okay. I mean that, you know, of course, the CEO said that it's not performing because, no growth. Of course, it is not that cheap. Okay. Lululemon. So a lot of this kind of yoga thing, it's kind of like a fad. Okay. Once this fad it is over, then, you know, it's quite hard to grow only unless they have other growth method, which I don't know. But anyway, just so you know that it is what it is. Okay, these are the one that has very bad return for this year. Okay, for this year. Okay, all right. So in case you are not aware, this leak chart also let you know. Okay, the so-called where is it? The market capitalization. No, not this one. Okay, let me do this. The ad, it is really annoying. Okay, this, where is it? Companies? No. Component? No, year to date. Cumulative weights. Is it this one? Yes, this one. Okay, yeah. Actually, okay, for those also who are not aware, S&P 500, you think that it is like a lot of stocks to make up the index. The number, yes, 500 stocks. But, okay, you guys need to know, okay, over here, okay, over here, all right, so 50%, not 50%, the top 50 company of the S&P carries about 60% of the weight, okay? So in fact, you don't need to buy the total S&P 500, okay, to get exposure to S&P 500, okay? Essentially, you just need to buy the top 50 stocks, okay? You already get exposure to 60% of the S&P 500 because S&P is a weighted cap index. So the bigger company has a more weightage in the S&P. So I repeat, okay, top 50 company in S&P already carry 60% of the total weight in the S&P 500. So which means the S&P 500, you need to go to the companies over there, okay? So these are the companies, okay, NVIDIA, Apple, all the way until top 50, okay? The 50th stock, it is actually Applied Materials, okay? So these are top 50 stocks, okay? You already has a lot of exposure, okay? 60% of exposure to the S&P 500 already, okay? All right, so these are these, okay? All right, so talking about that, okay? Let's lump everything together again, okay? Which are the top asset classes this year? How many of you guys know which are the top asset classes in 2025 this year? So before I go into my analysis of other things, okay, or roadmap for 2026, that kind of thing, okay? Let's have a recap. Which one it is the best asset classes in this? It can be countries, or it can be bonds, or it can be, metals, okay, what else? All kind of asset classes, okay? Mary say, go. I think you know lah, because you came for the SVI gathering, okay? Okay, I mean that she already said the answer already, okay? SFR, okay, 7916, okay? All right, so these are the white precious metal, okay? So we should just buy. I mean that if you really want to get exposure, that kind of thing, okay? In fact, top top 20 is good enough. I mean, that pretty much a lot of exposure to the S&P in terms of weightage. Okay, no to buy the top 500 stocks. Okay, or of course you can buy SPY lah. But I mean that if you want to buy just a few, top 10, top 20 is good enough. I mean, carry a lot of weight already. All right, so the answer is yes. So let me just share with you my data over there. So this is so this let me remove this. Okay, in fact you don't need to know the rest of this. Okay, I can just hide. Okay, and then I can just zoom in. Okay, you guys can see, right? Okay, so all right, yeah, the top asset classes. So I personally, I do have a watch list of about 280 ETF. Okay, 280 ETF consists of different asset classes, can be commodities, sectors, industry, countries, bonds. Okay, some thematic. Okay, so for example, you can see that like real estate, what else, India, so-called restaurant, timber, this typical. Okay, so I keep track of these 280 plus ETF. So you can see over there the top performing asset class, the top few. You can see all these metals. All right, gold miners, silver miners, gold itself, silver itself. Okay, copper. Okay, rare earth materials. Okay, all right. So for this are based on the 52-week stage, not year to date, but based on the past 52 weeks, that is about 1 year. So based on the past 1 year. So we are almost towards the end of the year really. So treat it as, for the past 1 year. So yes, you are right. The metals are the best performing one. So once again, okay, are you aware, okay, the top performing countries, okay, it's not the US market. It is not the Chinese stocks, okay. In fact, it is actually, Peru, okay, Greece, South Korea. South Korea this year, it is actually doing really well. Spain, okay, all right. So EPU, okay, Peru, okay. Are you aware? Most likely you don't even aware that this country ETF exists, right? EPU over there, okay. Peru and global exposure over there. This is the chart, okay. The stock price of Peru, okay, country, Peru, so outperform. What's the return for this year so far? Okay, 76% return. Okay, in terms of Asian-wise, the best performing country, it is actually South Korea, which I just came back from South Korea only. Okay, EWY, you can see over there. All right, go to EWY. All right, it is actually South Korea. There's some pullback. Okay, if not for this pullback, it can even go higher. Okay. All right, so from here until now, it's also performing really, really well. So Singapore, it is not there. Okay. All right. So in terms of another matter, uranium is doing well. Clean energy. Okay. This is psychedelic. It is a subset of the medical. Okay. Lithium doing very well. South Africa doing very well. Vietnam is also doing very well. Okay. Aerospace are doing very well. Solar, it is actually doing very well. Okay. So these are the one. The worst performing one, okay, I'll just directly zoom to the worst one over there. Drone is there because it's don't have the data, so it's recently added. Okay, natural gas is not doing well. Sugar, some of the commodities, wheat, okay, all right, it is not doing well. Okay, all right, where is it? Yeah, so IB is also not doing. Bitcoin is also not doing well over there. Okay, India is also not doing that well as well. Okay, so these are the things that I'm tracking in case you're not aware. So again, this is good to know. Okay, at least you're aware what is happening to the whole so-called financial market. Again, it is quite hard to pinpoint that, oh, I will going to be trade gold this year. I will trade rare earth this year. I'm going to trade South Korea this year. Again, this is only in hindsight, then you know. Okay, all right. So this is something that fun fact you should know. Okay, now back to the US market, which is the top performing sectors, okay, or industry in the US this year. Anybody can give me the answer? Let's talk about the top 11 sectors. Anybody knows or not? Okay, all right. So for those who are not aware, right, you can just go to Finviz. Okay, Finviz. Did I put it there? Finviz is over there. So under Finviz, it is free. Go to under the groups. Okay, under the groups over there. Okay, under the sector. All right. So a lot of times I also go to Finviz, okay, to get some of the data over there because it's easy to visualize as well. So you can see over there, year-to-date performance over there. All right, materials, okay, of course linked to gold and such. Okay, materials is the best performing sector year-to-date, 38%. Okay, communication, XLC, 31%. The worst is real estate. Okay, actually is negative. Okay, whereas the rest is all positive. Even consumer defensive, it is also positive. So the top performing sector, it is actually materials, comms, financial. So it is not technology. It is actually not technology. So far, year to date, but we're almost there towards the end of the year already. So before I go into that, anybody want to guess which one is the top industry? Which one is the top industry? Okay, everything okay so far? Okay, do you find something that's interesting so far? You find something interesting so far? Okay, just type okay or in the comments, let me know. All right, or if you want to let me know which are the top performing industry, you can also let me know. So if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, give me a like, share, and comments. If you are haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, do subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Watching this on Facebook, if you haven't followed us, also do follow us as well. Okay, let me take a sip of water first. Any answer? Nobody want to give me an answer. Right now, we have about close to 100 people, 89, 90 people in the live stream right now. Okay, let me just show you like industry. Okay, industry, really, this is based on 1 day, okay. So year to date, 1 year performance, of course, you know, because materials is the best, okay, not surprisingly, okay, the industry, the precious metal, gold miners, it is the best, okay. Precious metal, silver, gold, electronic component, luxury goods is not too bad, okay. All right, aluminium, copper, solar, utilities also not too bad. Airport, mortgage finance, the financial service, banks, it is also doing not too bad, okay. All right. So the worst one, it is actually staffing employment. If you want to go into what is the specific stock into employment, textile, chemicals, beverages, footwear, and so you can just click onto the icon, not icon, like the bar, and you can know. Okay, this is it 1 year performance, but similar, okay, year to date, okay. All right. This is it, okay, for this, okay. So moving forward into 2026, okay, how many of you here think that 2026, okay, the market, it is going to be a bullish year? If you think it's bullish, just type bull in the market, in the chat. How many of you here think that, you know, the market here is going to be bearish in 2026? Just type bear here. So let me show back the comments again. Okay, so your participation, it is actually pretty much important. So if everybody say bull, then I'll be a little bit worried already. If everybody say bear, then that's good. Then it's going to be a bull market. Okay, so if possible, try to just type okay, bull or bear I really appreciate your participation. Okay, so Jason say bull, Hadley say bull. How about the rest? Or don't know? Don't know can tell me don't know. Okay, Edmund say bear market. Okay, because for the past 3 years, very good already. So you think next year, the 4th year bull market is going to be bad year, is it? Okay. Kiap Mui say boo. Dave say boo. Okay. Anybody else? The rest just Dada won't show, don't write any comments, is it? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I mean that if there's only a few, I cannot do much so-called consensus lah. Okay. All right. This is only a few. Okay. It doesn't represent much. Okay. All right. But I think based on the few, I mean that only one. Edmund say it is a bear. Okay. The rest are not saying anything. So only a few say boo. So personally, okay, I think next year, in case you're not aware, next year it is actually I can't just write. Okay, I think I just type here better. So next year it is midterm election year. Midterm election year. Okay, all right. So it is the 2nd year that Trump it is in so-called in office. So midterm, okay. This year it is the post-election in the 1st year. So next year it is midterm. Okay, next year it is the midterm. Okay, let me just go through. Let me close some of this thing over there so easier. So I covered this. Okay, all right. Before I go into that, okay, I forget to mention this, okay, the annual asset classes, okay. So because I mentioned that this year, the top performing so-called asset classes or industry, it is actually the metals. How many of you here think next year gold will continue to be one of the top performing industry as well? If you think that it is, okay, just type gold or just type metals okay. A lot of times, okay, when a certain sectors or industry uh, uh, did well or does well, okay, people like to extrapolate into the future, or because gold is doing very well next year, I think that gold will do very well also, because last year Bitcoin is not doing well, so I think that Bitcoin this year might not be doing well. So Bitcoin, if previous year did very well, then they tend to extrapolate into into next year. So just a very brief example over there. Okay, you guys can see over there. I remove the comments over there. Okay. Materials here, the orange color one, it is shown here, highlighted one, okay, here. So if you just hover there, you can see all the color changes, but because it's very close to, the yellow is not so bright, but you can see over there, materials, okay. You know that last year material, okay, it is actually the worst sector, okay. This year, it is actually the best, okay, because the data is until September. So this is not the year to date here. The year to date here, it is actually not the latest. But of course, just now I show you already, it is actually is the best performing so far. So can you see a lot of time, okay, it tends to do a rotation or revert back to the mean, back to average out. So don't extrapolate that last year material, it is the worst, that this year it tends to become very bad as well. So once again, it also means that, don't assume that, for example, like health, XLB, where is it? Health is like, last year, okay, very bad, okay. This year, at the first half, it was very bad, but subsequently, it actually not too bad for the second half of the year, okay. So you can see that FinBiz are back to the group under the sector here, okay. Year to date, okay. Healthcare, it actually starting to improve quite a bit for the second half of the year, okay. So previously it was quite bad for the healthcare last year, okay. So you can see over there, if you go to this site over there, I'll post the link in the comments on Nobel Investor, okay. A lot of times, okay, it tends to revert back to the mean. For example, I just randomly check over there, okay. You guys can follow me on, okay. Just follow on the green one over there. Telecoms, okay, it was very good. After next year, it was bad. Then after that, recover, okay, then recover again. After that, then not so good again. You guys can see what I'm trying to say or not. So once again, okay, you can see over there, like healthcare are very good over there. But after that, the next year over there, not so good, that kind of thing. So a lot of times, okay, when something is very bullish for that year, okay, it is good for that year. Don't extrapolate thinking that the next year it is going to be very, very, very good, the best as well. It can still continue to go higher, but don't expect that it will be the top performing stocks, asset class once again, okay? From what I see, okay, very rare, okay, Infotech yes, but very rare that it can stay top for like 2 consecutive years, that kind of thing. It can still remain top, but very unlikely that it is going to be the best performing stocks, asset classes for the subsequent year again. Okay, do you understand what I'm trying to say? If you understand, just type yes in the comments. So this is based on the sector performance. They do have also the asset class return as well. Okay, so you can see over there, this is asset classes over there. Once again, you can see over there, like for example, real estate. Okay, previously in 2021, it was very good. Okay, after that, subsequently next year, it was very bad, the worst one. Okay, this is a rare chance that 2010, 2011 to 2012, it is very good. But you get what I'm trying to say. Okay, sometimes it tends to revert back to the mean, back to average. All right, so my summary of this is that, okay, don't extrapolate into the future. This year, it is the best performing asset class, okay? I think got 80% chance that it is not going to be the best performing asset class for 2026. It can still go higher, but most likely not the best asset class. Okay? All right. Can all right, so this is just what I'm trying to say. In fact, I shared that to my SVI members as well over there. So this is nothing new. Okay, so I'm to add some more. So this is based on the is it over there? Okay, this one over here. You guys can see over there, right? You guys can see the screenshot over there. Okay, this is actually taken from stock market stock trader almanac 2026. Okay, it is a little bit different from what I share from the SEI gathering. Okay, so it's something some more new things over there. Okay, so but I mentioned that in the SEI gathering. Okay, as January goes, so goes the year. So a lot of times, okay, January it is a good barometer based on the past historical performance. That if January is a good month, typically, okay, it will continue for the rest of the year. Okay, and this is something new I didn't mention in the SVI gathering over there. So this is what they call the January trifecta. Okay, if there's 3 so-called events, okay, that is true. Okay, there's a very good chance that in 2026 that the market is going to be pretty much okay based on historical performance. Okay, if there's a Santa Claus rally, okay, right? So which means that of course, you know, the market does go higher during the Santa Claus rally period from 24th December to 5th of January. Okay, all right. And if the first 5 days, the market, the S&P is up, or and also January, okay, the whole of January, it is up. Okay, so these 3 events, Santa Claus rally, first 5 days, and the whole of January, what we call the January barometer. This is the interesting part over there. So let me try to zoom in over there. Okay, so based on historical data over there, taken from Stock Trader Almanac, when all 3 are up, so which means that if there's a Santa Claus rally, the first 5 days are up, January is up, okay, the S&P, okay, has a win rate of 90% of the time. So historical performance, okay, 90% of the time, it will go up, okay, all right, if these 3 things happen, okay, all right, so the average gain, it is about 17% or close to 18%, okay. If any of these things is down, so which means that, okay, maybe only 2, okay, are there, okay, so for example, maybe there's no Santa Claus rally, okay, there's no Santa Claus rally, but first 5 days is up, January is up, okay, S&P is only up only about 60% of the time. So the average gain, it is only still positive, but not that much, 3.5, 3.4%. You guys understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, any of them is down. For example, there could be a Santa Claus rally, okay, but the first 5 days is down, but the January is up. Then also when any of them is down, S&P is only up 60.5% of the time. Okay, now the key thing is, okay, when all 3 are down, when there's none of this happening, okay, these are 3 signal, okay, which means that if there's no Santa Claus rally, okay, the first 5 days is down, January is down, okay, the S&P, based on historical data, it is a losing year, okay, the return, it is actually negative, okay, clear so far? If you're clear so far, okay, just type letter C in the comments. Something new, so I didn't share this to the SEI gathering, so this is more also for the public, okay, taken from the Stock Traders Almanac 2026. Okay, no response. Kiap Mui, thank you so much for your response over there. Hadley, thank you so much. So clear so far. Okay, now, okay, like I mentioned, all right, 2026, it is actually the midterm cycle. Midterm cycle over there. So this is S&P post-election year seasonal data. Actually, is it the midterm cycle? 2026. Okay, yeah, I think this is the midterm, yeah, midterm cycle over there. Okay, so based on this one, okay, it is going to be a choppy year for 2026 based on seasonal trend, midterm year, midterm, okay, midterm year. So a lot of times, the seasonal trend, it is all inclusive, did not take into account of the post-election year, midterm, pre-election, election year. So all lumped together. So this is just purely on the midterm year. So it is going to be a choppy year over there. So, okay, this is something actually, where is it, that I shared with my SVI members over there. So I won't share every single thing over there. So let me just zoom in on this over there. So only one, okay? I mean that for the rest of the seasonal, I mean that it is not easy, not that difficult to find, but I won't share everything. Okay, this is also actually meant for my SCBI members over there. So in case you want to know this, okay, this is based on the S&P midterm election year since 1950. I think you cannot see, but I mean, since 1950, blocked by my camera over there. Okay, over the past 19 cycles. Okay, this is since 1950. Okay, all right. So I shared that to my SCBI members. Okay. But for the public, I only share this for the S&P. Okay, the rest of the asset classes, I won't be sharing publicly. Okay, so based on mid-term, the seasonal trend, you can see that the start of the year, okay, it is not so strong. Again, this doesn't mean that the market is going to drop. So please don't see this as a the market is going to be crashing all the way until September. So don't look at the gradient of the lines over there. It is not that important. The key thing is, okay, look at the top and the bottom, the peak and the trough, over there. Okay, all right. So I mean that, you know, the market might range bound or maybe have a slight correction. Okay, market maybe even not moving at all until February. It will be a good time, okay, to long into the market, okay, and then by mid-April, the market might be at the top, okay, and then the market might go sideways, might have a steep correction, might have a minor correction, or might range, okay, for the year. Not that easy to trade until October. So that is what it meant by the almanac, okay. 2026 might not be the easy year to trade because the first 3 quarters of the year, the market might not be that smooth, might not be that trendy, okay. All right, so that's what it meant by that. But based on the past 75 years since 1950, based on the midterm election years, okay, typically the last quarter of the year, it tends to be very strong. So this will be like the absolute low in the last quarter. So it's going to be like sweet spot in the fourth quarter. Of course, you won't know until the year really start or until in hindsight, but at least, okay, this is going to help you anticipate, okay, what could happen. I repeat, not predict. Okay, I'm not in the business of predicting what the market will do. I'm just anticipating. Can the market continue to go higher in January? Yes, it can. Okay, so if the market continue to go higher, then the higher it is, the merrier I'm happy I become, that kind of thing. Okay, it is okay. But okay, if it did go down, if it does go down, okay, then I won't be surprised. It won't caught me off guard. Okay, so which means that if I really want to go long in January, okay, or I start to see that the price action is getting weaker, the market internal is getting weaker, or the options flow is getting weaker, that kind of thing, then I won't be surprised. You get what I'm trying to say, okay? All right. So if the market is weak from April to September, okay, then I won't be surprised also. I anticipate what could happen. Not predict, okay? I don't know what happened to the market, but if it really is weaker, then I already know already, because based on the past 75 years, it is like that, okay, for the midterm election. So Tommy nowadays is asking, right, so the 100% trifecta was positive, but it was during all election years. I mean that during all election for the whole data that it has, okay? Yeah. It is not just during the midterm election. This chart that I show is just for the midterm election only. Okay, all right. So if you find this useful, you can take a screenshot or whatsoever lah. Okay, all right. So this is just sharing with you what the thing could happen. Okay, of course I share a lot more with my members for the different asset class, so they know what to expect for gold, silver, indices, small cap, mid cap, that kind of thing. Okay, all right, Nikkei 225, that kind of thing. All right, good so far. If everything is good, just type good in the comments. Okay, and based on the now come to a key thing. Okay, do I think there will be a Santa Claus rally? Okay, so before I end the session, okay, I'm almost there. All right, so like I mentioned, okay, if there is a Santa Claus rally, okay, all right, so if there's a Santa Claus rally, okay, last 5 trading days and the first 2, okay, typically the New Year's average about 1.2% since 1969. So there's a so-called axiom saying that I cannot close this. All right, if Santa Claus should fail to call, okay, bears may come to broad and war. So this is like a rhyme now. Okay, all right. So the first trading day of the month, typically, okay, the first trading day of the month, okay, since 1997, the Dow has gained 33 total points now. Okay, all right. So typically, okay, the first trading day of the month, it is positive as well lah. So this is meant by that. Another data point taken from Stock Traders Almanac. Okay, so based on the options flow that I provide to my members, so far it's been quite accurate lah. Okay, okay, so this is the latest one over there. So okay, so this is 22nd of January, not December over there. So I do provide the options flow context over there. So you can see over there, right, based on the weekly options flow. All right, so it is actually positive delta. Okay, okay, and then for QQQ also there's a positive premium and positive delta. Delta means the directional. Okay, for the S&P, all right, based on it is especially bullish on the S&P. This is based on the past 2 weeks options flow. Net premium positive, net delta 16.37%. So for the day to expiration, the 0 to 9 day, for the next 9 days or so, forecasting that what is the possibly flow, the directional, it is also positive. Okay, so a top print I also say that, okay, quick week, okay, is overwhelming bullish, smart money, Lay and DOT man, so that overall sentiment remain long bias, okay, through the high concentration in the 10 to 60 days. So my view is that, okay, there could be a Santa Claus rally. Okay, there's a good chance that the market will continue to go higher into the end of the year. Okay, based on the options flow data, based on the seasonal trend, and based on price action wise, okay, it is good that the S&P market it had a recent correction. It is good, so it is prime for a Santa Claus rally. So if the market prior to that, okay, did not have a correction, then the rally might not be sustainable. So it is good that just before the Santa Claus rally, there was a correction over there. So the market can continue to go higher, more like to go higher lah. So based on the options flow, price action, okay, sentiment so far still neutral. So I think this is, I think, okay, I could be wrong. So please don't quote say that Alex said that there will be a Santa Claus. I did not say that, okay. I think that based on, there's a good chance that there could be a Santa Claus rally. Okay, so my view is that, okay, don't try to short the market for now, okay. I mean, it is okay if you don't go long, okay. Okay to don't go long, but you don't short the market. Okay, clear so far? I repeat, okay, it is okay not too long, but you don't go short. But again, just to let you know here, okay, let you know over there, okay, the S&P, what is it? Midterm election, okay, be careful of January. So again, whether you come through or not, okay, the market is going to be weaker, we shall see. But again, don't see this as a crash, okay? Ignore the gradient or the slope of the line. Don't say that go down means it's going to crash. It doesn't work that way. Look at the peak and the trough, okay, to pinpoint when is the best time to enter into the market, that kind of thing. Okay, so once again, just letting you know, okay, if you want to know how you can pick the right stock to trade at the right time, okay, a lot of time when people are trading, they have a hard time trying to pick the right stock. Okay, so this is the on-demand webinar. Okay, you can go and check it out. So I post a link in the comments already. So this is the link, bit.ly/seasonal trend. So this is an on-demand webinar. So you can see how SVI works, and there will be case study for you to know as well. Okay. All right. So once again, this is not a live webinar. This is an on-demand webinar. Okay. All right. So you check it out. Okay. And decide whether SVI it is for you inside the coupon code. It is still valid. So once again, it is to help you pick the right stock at the right time. Okay, to trade. Okay. All right. So with that, any questions so far? Any questions so far? If you have question, you can let me know in the comments over there. All right. So if you think that it has been a good session, you learn something new, you know, like the things that I'm sharing, okay, especially the midterm election seasonal trend cycle, that kind of thing. Okay, just type value or just type letter V in the comments. Okay, or type letter V in the comments. Okay, I know that right now we are still in the midst. Okay. Then you are inside SVI lah. Okay? you should know. Okay, it is inside the roadmap that I shared to the SVI member. Is it inside the pay heap over there? Okay, under the SVI members area over there. Okay, all right. Under the for those who are from SVI or you didn't go for the gathering. Okay, I mentioned that before. Under the recording here, SVI Connect Night, there is the this PDF file. Okay, it is all inside. Okay, the roadmap, it is all inside. If you're inside SVI Alpha Group, okay, every week I will post it inside the Telegram chat as well. Okay, all right. So in case you're not aware, sometimes I don't know why uploaded to Vimeo it is empty, but you go here, you just click on the empty space over there. All right, you will actually show the video over here. Okay. All right. So once again, if there is no question, thank you so much for all the value and such. If there is no question, once again, thank you so much. This will be my last Facebook Live for the year. Okay, moving forward, okay, I won't be doing live stream on maybe not, I will see, okay, maybe not on a consistent basis every single week. Okay, and even if I do, most likely it will not be on a Monday. It will be on a Tuesday. Okay, because I find that it is quite stressful for me to provide content for update for my members on a Monday, then do live again on a Monday as well. So yeah, Monday is the weekly update for my members. Then Tuesday it is the public live stream. Okay, so once again, thank you so much. If you find value in today's session, just type value or type letter V in the comments. So before I go off, just I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and a happy holiday. Okay, so with that, Zach, okay, I already shared with you already, right? So I will most likely, I won't be doing every single week. I will see how it goes lah. Okay, I will see how it goes, but even if I do, most likely will be a Tuesday. Okay, so with that, thank you so much, and I'll see you again next year. Okay, happy 2025 and see you in 2026. With that, thank you so much. Good night, 晚安, and bye-bye.